So it's supposed to rain. It's raining all week, but it may not rain during the game. So let's talk about what a wet field, what a wet grass field could do to Brock Purdy. How's that going to impact him, his game, his skill set?
Well, he's got to be sure-footed with mobility. Just little things in the game. Stepping on feet, clean snaps, not fumbling the ball, clean handoffs, breaking out of the pocket and not slipping, not having anybody fall on top of you, falling on purpose because you know that the ground is wet. And if you try to stay up in wet ground, there's a possibility that you can slip and fall awkwardly. Somebody can roll up on things. The game is a tick faster. And I feel like those are all little things that, quite frankly, I think Brock has. It's hard to play 40-plus starts outside and be in underdog games and not know what you have to bring to that game. Honestly, I think not the only thing, but the biggest things for Brock to really look at in a weather game is just making sure the ball goes where it's supposed to. And if you can't get the ball there, understanding that because of this weather, that ball may sail on me or that ball may die on me. I think that those are the things that Brock could do, that he could look out for in this type of weather.
I got something else. I mean, one of the things that's been the best about Brock is his escapability, which you talked about, and then the improv off of that. A wet field could take that away. I mean, he's been so quick where he can just start, stop, he's out. I don't know if that's going to be there necessarily. He might slip and fall trying to make that spin out of the pocket. And so if there's no, I mean, that means he's got to get rid of the ball quicker. That means they got to block better, and pass protection could be more of an issue. I'm concerned about the entire improv element of his game on a wet field.
I understand that, but sometimes when we think about our guys or our team, we think about in our mind optically. We say, oh well, Brock's running on a wet field, but you're thinking about defenses chasing him on a dry field. They're going to be on a wet field too. They're going to, you know what I'm saying? The whole game is going to take the characteristics of a wet game, not just Brock.
That's a great point.
Right?
That's a great point.
So
yeah.
So the blitzes that you may have seen happen to Brock in dry, perfect conditions, that shit may not even be called on a wet day. I feel like
everybody just might have blitzers just like falling in the background.
Yeah. Right, because because what I'm more interested to see is after the 10-play script is done, like after all of the game plans are over, what are you guys going to do contemporaneously? What's going to happen in adjustments? What are we going to do to adjust to get to Brock? Right. Yeah. I think that there's going to be a lot of opportunities for play action. I think there's going to be I think we're going to run a lot of screens. It's a very good way to get the ball outside in a quick way without anybody getting hurt efficiently. And for us to use physicality on the edges of the field where the weakest and the least physical players on their defense are. So I feel like this game is going to be a lot of Brock throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage, a lot of spacing concepts, a lot of comebacks, just moving the ball down. I mean, because if you think about it, with the defense that we have, right, with all of the problems that we've talked about, if we go up 2 scores, this game should be in the bag.
Yeah. But the offense has become so Christian McCaffrey. He's the engine of the offense. And if the offense is just hand off to him and check down to him, he's great, but his game is based on making the first guy miss. What if that's harder to do on a wet field?
That is
what I'm saying?
changing.
Now, Debo can just run through people. Maybe Debo takes over. But McCaffrey, he needs a clean, a sturdy field.
And EJ's back.
Yeah. So maybe this is more of a game for them.
This is an Elijah Mitchell game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is an Elijah Mitchell. Hannibal, stop.
What's up, Hannibal?
Yes, motherfucker. So this is an Elijah Mitchell game. This is a Jordan Mason game, in my opinion.
I agree.
Now you know who has the freshest legs of all time? TDP. Maybe it's time to start. Yeah. I feel like we've got a lot of guys that kind of been on the peripheral of the roster that I feel like are really going to start making their debuts. They're going to start making a lot of good contributions. Like, if you think about it, what we've gotten out of TDP for the season, I don't know about the numbers off the top of my head, but if this game we get 10 carries for 45 yards out of TDP, that's a win.